The great Sphinx seems at home here. Its shape somehow completes this landscape, primarily filled with geometric forms. Here the soul triumphs over the material world. Solid stone attests to the genius of the ancients and tells of the myth and mystery of a long-dead empire. The colossal pyramids have captured the attention of visitors throughout the ages, holding them spellbound. The Sphinx is yet another example of the ancient Egyptians' incredible ability to create. Throughout the Giza Plateau, they brought their gifted sense of design. It was here they took a desolate area and carved an everlasting picture using stone imagery.
There's a whole balance there. It's what they call in art informal balance. This cannot be coincidence. They were standing back with a blank palette, and each king following Khufu was adding his element with some respect and very careful alignment to the architecture of his father or grandfather who came before. So there was a coherency to the design at Giza.
For the ancients, adding images like the Great Sphinx may have been more than just an architectural enhancement. The Sphinx's location seems to suggest they chose to carve this unwanted block of stone for a particular reason.
When the Egyptians built monumental architecture, to some extent they were simply writing in hieroglyphs on the scale of acres. They didn't draw a distinction between architecture, writing, and art. It was all kind of hieroglyphic, so that the Sphinx is a gigantic hieroglyph.
While standing below and a bit to the side, the two pyramids frame the creature's head. Some say the ancients may have seen the head as a disc rising between two mountains. Experts believe that its placement in relation to the pyramids was like a representation of the sunrise. After all, long after the Great Sphinx's construction, it became known in the ancient inscriptions as Horum Akhet, or Horus in the horizon. Scholars add that this theory fits well into the Egyptians' religious beliefs during the construction of Khephren pyramid complex in 2500 BC. It was at that time their belief in the sun god Ra was well developed. The Sphinx, as well as its surrounding structures, like the temples sunken below its paws, emphasized those beliefs. Originally, this temple had 24 granite pillars that surrounded a courtyard. The experts claim these pillars were symbolic of the 12 hours of the daytime, as well as the 12 hours of the night.
There's some evidence that during the astronomical mid-year, during sunset, the pyramid and the Sphinx are merging as silhouettes while the sun is shining into the temple over the western roofed part into the eastern sanctuary, which symbolized the rising sun, and illuminating an image of the rising sun, which is kind of forecasting its own eventual rise as it goes through the journey of the underworld.
Like pyramids, the Sphinx and its ancient temple are considered creative marvels. But for the ancients, they were much more.
It wasn't viewed as creativity was a value, that here's a guy who's really doing something new. What the Egyptians wanted to do was maintain order. There was a divine order, and that he wanted everything to remain the same.
The pharaoh, the man-god responsible for this ancient place, could change form. As the god Horus, the falcon, he could combine with the sun god Ra in all its aspects, and then he could transform into the powerful figure of the lion to help ensure the safety of the ancient Egyptians' lifestyle.